Hi, it's Jason Perico here to tell you that this month at Bianchi Honda, you choose. You can lease the 2015 Honda Civic LX Automatic Stand for $199 a month, or lease the 2015 Honda Accord LX Automatic Stand for $199 a month, both with no money down. That's right, lease either one of these two great vehicles for $199 a month with no money down. Bianchi Honda. Visit us at BianchiHonda.com.
I mean, people are going to look at this, and you heard yourself on there, lost 4 starters, Blake, et cetera, et cetera. Where do you begin?
I think I've answered that question about 8,000 times over the summer. How are you going to replace those guys? And I'm like, you don't. You can't recruit them in one class. To lose 3 1,000-point scorers and then netty 1,000 rebounds as well, that's tough to do. It's going to be a total group effort this year. It has to be. It has to be. And we just got to play together and be one.
When you look at the preseason rankings, where you guys are at, thoughts on it? Does it matter?
I've always said, as long as I've been a head coach, that I think preseason rankings are pretty irrelevant. Because it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But to have an honor of being up in the top 2, tied, top 3, however you want to call it, it's a great feeling, but we have a lot of games to play. And hopefully we can be ready for that and just come out and attack each one game by game.
When you look at you've got back, you also mentioned you have had a lot of girls that have experience. I mean, even as freshmen and sophomores, et cetera. Who are the important ones that need to be when you lose 1,000-point scorers, who needs to pick up the scoring load?
I think it's the 2 that you just interviewed. Amanda Birchtold. She's gonna be the floor general. She's gonna lead everything that we do. And then Morgan Neighbors is gonna have to step up her game, and she has. She's had big games her whole career since I've been here. And then you got people like McKenna Shives, and you have who's a terrific 3-point shooter, and you have Brianna Brennan, and then you got Jenny Teese, who's capable of going off at any time. And you bring in some of our freshmen that we have coming in. We're really excited because I think one of the things that's different about us this year is we have a little bit more athleticism, and our kids can get out and run a little bit. Now, whether we take advantage of that will be, who knows? But that's what we're hoping that we'll be able to do, is get out, run, get up and down the floor, attack the basket type things.
When you stood in that room at Gannon and took this job, and I said to you, if you guys don't go all the way, it's going to be, people are going to look at you and say, what'd you do?
Yeah.
This is probably the first time where you may look at it and go, people aren't even with the ranking, people aren't necessarily staring at us saying, man, this team's loaded.
Right.
Are you nervous? Are you excited? What are you?
There's every time a season starts, it's you can't sleep. You're constantly thinking about what you need to be doing, and there's just that excitement. Every time October 15th rolls around and you get media day, and you see things going on, it gives you that energy that you need. I think we just got to play it smart. I think there's cautious optimism. That's what I'm going to say. I think if we do the things that I think we're capable of, we could be a pretty good team. But being that we are young and in some areas, teams are going to take advantage of it, and we just got to be ready for it.
I mean, just talk about going into your senior year, what you guys have back and what you're expecting for this year.
We have a good group of seniors coming back for this year. We're really excited, obviously. Senior year is what it's all about, make the best of this last year. And we have, good underclassmen that are ready to work, and it's fun to be a leader on a team like that. So
when you look at the first thing everyone's going to say is what's not there. And they do that every year.
Right.
When you lose a player like Nettie. And some other keys, too. I mean, how do you guys make up for the scoring loss, the rebounding, et cetera?
I think every team has to deal with loss eventually. There's great players that have left, but I think adjusting to this change in roles is what we've been through our entire life in sports. So I think this year it'll definitely be a test, but I think we're up for it, and just letting those new people step into those roles of scoring and doing what those players did that left. So
how is this Gannon team going to look different from the last 3 years, in your opinion?
I think this team this year is I think we're marked by our work ethic. And not that we weren't before, but I just have confidence in that, especially this year. And new faces, but still the same program, and we're excited to just bring it again this year. So.
I mean, I know that you guys are comfortable with each other. Is there anybody that you look at that says we really need her to be better than she's ever been before, whether it's yourself or other players?
I think there's a number of people that you're going to feel like are going to step up this year. Brianna Brennan, for example, she hasn't started, but this year she is definitely, I'm excited for her to step into that role and really get going. I'm excited for her. So.
And how excited are you for this season?
I'm very excited. I've been waiting for this since I came in as a freshman. I can't believe it's already happening now. It's finally our senior year and we can make a difference.
What is that difference going to be? What is it going to take to make a difference, especially when you look at what's gone?
I mean, we have the PSAC is a very good division, and there's our conference, and there's a lot of good teams, and the competition is always really high every year. And considering we lost 4 of our starters, but we have a lot of good players coming in that can really make a difference. And I think there's a lot of players that are going to really add to our team and will really help us this year.
When you're fine, Bruce, I promise. Like night and day. When you do lose 4 starters, and I know you have players that played a ton, do you think this team's going to look any different? I mean, the style of play change at all?
I think so, yeah, because we have a lot of players that are coming in that bring different aspects to our team that we didn't necessarily have last year, and I think that's going to be a good thing. Like, we have different things in our back pocket that we can have for this year that we may not have been able to do last year.
Morgan specifically pointed out the work ethic. Is that something you've been able to see over the summer?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell coming in, like our freshmen and even our returners, they really care about this sport and really care about this team, and you can tell that they're in there for the long run and we're going to work hard.
Is there anything that you can see as a strength of this group going forward? I mean, going in right now is, this is what we're going to be good at, and maybe this is something that we're worried about early?
I think one of the big things is that we are a very hardworking team, and then I know that every time we step on the court, like every single one of our players is going to go 100% the entire time, and I think that energy will be very key throughout the season and will help us.
Is there anything at the other end where you're like, early on, this is going to be a focus of us to get better at?
I mean, we are young, so there are still some of those like mistakes that we just have to get used to, but that'll come as we start playing together and we start to get a flow and chemistry on the team.